In the first ever Swiftcast TV screencast, we will teach you how to build a camera application that allows you to take a photo, select an existing photo, and then view our selected photo. Let's get started. Create a new application by clicking Create a new Xcode project. When asked to choose a template for your project, we are going to select Single View Application under iOS Application, then click the Next button. You will be prompted to choose options for your new project. Our application's name is going to be Camera Application, so in the field next to the label product name, enter Camera Application. For organization name, I'm going to use com.swiftcast.tv, and the same for organization identifier. Ensure our language is set to Swift, devices is iPhone, and then click Next. You will be prompted to save your application. Let's get started by adding our first button to our application. Click on the main.storyboard. Here we can configure the way our application looks visually by dropping elements onto it. We're going to be adding a button from the object library located in the Utilities pane. From the object library, we will select a button to add to our view. Scroll down to see Button, or in the search box type Button. Drag the button onto the view and position it at the top right of the view. We now want to give our button a meaningful title. Double-click the button and type Choose Existing Photo. You can also change the title of a button from the Attributes Inspector, which is located at the top of the Utilities pane. It is represented by a down arrow. We are now going to start programming. From the Project Navigator, select ViewController.swift. This is where we will be putting all the code for our application. This is not a suggested practice when building real-world applications. To get started, we need to conform from two protocols, UI Image Picker Controller Delegate and UI Navigation Controller Delegate. Do not worry about what a protocol is, nor what the delegate means in the class name. We will get to that shortly. In our code after UI View Controller, we need to inherit from our two protocols. To inherit from more than one object, we need to just separate the names with a comma. Let's do that now. As stated in the Swift programming language book, a protocol defines a blueprint of methods, properties, and other requirements that suit a particular task or piece of functionality. A protocol doesn't provide us any implementation, but it does describe what the implementation will look like. As stated in the Swift programming language book, delegation is a design pattern that enables a class or structure to hand off or delegate some of its responsibilities to an instance of another type. As you will see, our UI View controller will act as the delegate object for our UI Image Picker controller. When a user picks an image from their photo library, our UI Image Picker controller instance will then send a message to our UI View controller. Image Picker controller did finish picking media with info. UI Image Picker controller delegate defines methods that our delegate object must implement to interact with the Image Picker interface. UI Navigation Controller Delegate defines methods that our delegate object must implement to allow us to modify the behavior when a view controller is pushed or popped from the navigation stack of a UI Navigation Controller object. UI Navigation Controller comes into existence when we create an instance of our UI Image Picker Controller class, as UI Image Picker Controller inherits from UI Navigation Controller. We need to connect our button to a bit of functionality. At the current moment, clicking our button does absolutely nothing. When a user clicks the button, we would like to see our existing photos that a user can select. To accomplish this, we will create an IB action in our UI View Controller class that will create an instance of a UI Image Picker controller, set the delegate to the UI View controller, set the source type to our photo library, and then display our photo library. We will call this action Choose Existing Photo. Our method will look like this. Now that we have our IB action, we need to hook it up to our button. Let's navigate back to our main.storyboard. Then we will right-click on our Choose Existing Photo button, drag to the first responder, and select our IB action method name, Choose Existing Photo. To ensure this is working correctly, let's build and run our application. When we run our application and click our Choose Existing Photo button, We see that it is indeed working as expected. Let's go ahead and add the rest of the functionality. Navigating back to our main.storyboard, we are going to add our camera button. We will do exactly as we did before. Select a button from the object library and drag it to our view. Let's position this at the top left of our view. Let's now open our UI view controller and add the code to make this function. We will do exactly as we did in our choose existing photo method, but we will change the source type to our camera. Let's call this method choose from camera. We now need to make the connection between this IB action and our camera button. Navigate back to our main.storyboard, right click our camera button, drag it to the first responder, and select choose from camera. We will not be able to test this in the simulator due to it lacking camera functionality. You can plug it into your iOS device and run this on your device. The last bit of functionality we will be building is viewing the image we took with our camera and or selected from our photo library. To do this, we will add an image view to our view. From the object library, drag an image view to our view. To be able to interact with our new image view, we need to connect it with an IB outlet. An IB outlet is a pointer to an object. Let's navigate back to our UI view controller and after our class definition, add the following code. Now we need to make the connection between this IB outlet and our image view. Let's go back to our main.storyboard, press Ctrl plus click on either the view controller button, the circle with a square on it, or the view controller text, and drag to the image view. Select our IB outlet image view, and now the connection is made. The last step to hooking all of this up is to display the image in our image view. As we discussed before, when a user selects an image, our delegate object will receive the message image picker controller did finish picking media with info, which will give us the object containing our picked image. To display it, we just need to set the image attribute of our image view and then close the image picker. That wraps it up for our first Swiftcast TV screencast. Thanks for watching.